Okay, this was a replay of my morning's game. Well, I was. This is not an unmastered ally, but master level 13. Kerrigan, he or she, I don't know. She, Katrina, so perhaps it's a she. Okay, and the avatar too suggests it's a, but it's never mind. Okay, the what is matter is that that person never won the mutation, so this was her first ever mutation bounty, first ever 4 bounty points, and I was able to carry it successfully. Zeratul is one of the best, if not the best, commanders for the mutation. I won't say yet because I didn't play. I actually played only Zeratul, but games I watched from other guys and so, well, suggest that Zeratul might be. And the knowledge I have of game, of course, because the looks at just game but for abrogated the disaster, and this I decided to go for a mass void Templar because they have most damage output plus their void blink that deals damage to all units in their path. So and I chose Telbrus Legion. I have my masteries were combat unit attack speed, artifact fragment spawn rate, and avatar cooldown. Avatar is pretty important because avatar devolves enemies, and heroic unit can't be devolved, but their attack and movement speed are slowed 50%, so it's significant. Okay, now I'm as you can see, I'm building two gateways, two passageways, and starting a shrine immediately because I wanna have two Void Templar ready for the first attack wave because there will be Raynor.
This report from Terry, our seismologist, who says seismic activity is increasing. That means lava, and it's coming soon.
Well, I started the evolution chamber to upgrade Kerrigan. So now starting to build two Void Templar. I'm chronoing first, then when it's almost done I shift chrono to the second, so I have two ready. I didn't build the Robo Bay yet. Okay, I'm quick look for the artifact, but I have to defend first. Okay, with Raynor, okay, let's pause to see. So Raynor has 1000 HP and penetrator round, which has cooldown of I think 20 full. Carefully aiming, Raynor fires a penetrator round that strikes enemy along its path, dealing 300 damage. So in a straight line, but it's pretty long cooldown, and Raynor has not too many HP, so too many damage either. So it's not so hard to destroy. Okay, I was a little mistake by I artifact was actually fragment was here, but I mistook it for mistook this for this. So I was kind of confused, and then now I realized, oh, that's on the other side. Okay, my ally goes for the expansion. Expanding is critical because you need a lot of resources. I actually spend all the available resources to the entire game, I think. And I didn't even build much cannons because, well, you might go for Telbrus Master that would lower its cost to 560 minerals, but then I want to have Art Avatar as often as possible. Why did I choose Telbrus? Because they are ground, unlike Zoraya, so they can tank the damage. So Void Templar receive less damage because like first I deploy Telbrus and then get fight with my actual army. Second thing is okay. I realize now I have to go home because I don't have Void Array yet. Okay, I build a Robo. Oh, it's a little late here. Ally 2. His signals here wants to defend, but I'm already here. Okay. Leave and finish them. Second thing is the storms that recharge my... okay, my ally was down to 8 workers here on minerals, so, but he will recover. The storms of Telberus recharge. They deal damage to enemies, but they also recharge White Templar's shields in a brawl because they're melee, so there will be at exactly the same place where the enemies are, so they will be affected as storm. Enemies get damaged by the storm, and Void Templar get recharged by the storm, and they are mostly shield. Void Templar is okay. Now we have. Now I didn't expect. I expect the drop pods first. I expect they'll be flying first, but they came. At least there are not so many of them. There are the Haka, Tychus. Okay, let's pause. So the Haka 1500 drag. So unlike the Haka, when you play the Haka, cannot devour, but instead it just drags units with the cooldown 10 and temporarily stunning them. Generates spawns, generates 2 spawns of the Haka. They deal the same damage, but have only half life and they are timed to the last 30 seconds. Then the Haka has mend actually, so Abatur's feature, but hailing the Haka 150 and well, nearby units are 50 and additional 50% healed, and the Haka can jump it up down cliffs. Okay, and then we have Tychus. Tychus has same as Raynor, 1000 HP, and has grenade that deals more damage than actual Tychus, your Tychus, but I think it increases then it will do 300 damage next time Tychus arrives, I think. So we'll see about that. Now that deals 200 damage. Okay, this is the Haka spawn. And we have Karax, which can take your robotic units, so don't fight the Karax with okay, if you're Artanis, you can have a lot of Immortus rivers, so if something got taken, you will still have... Artanis is pretty good for this, especially because he's Guardian Shell, and Zagara, if paired with Zagara gets immense buff with Guardian Shell, so you can take Sentries, Immortals, Rivers and Colossi. I don't think only Disruptors are not stated here. No, I think not. Okay, so generates power field similar to a pylon. Structures within the power field gets 100% attack speed and 90% production speed. So they spawn photon cannons and monoliths. And that's it. Have any other hero here? No, just those 3. Okay, this is, I think, a little unusual. I was expecting. Or wait, there was actually that second attack wave. So this is the third. Yes. Okay. So now I'm helping. I'm not here yet. So I'm helping with Telbrus, and now I arrived. As you can see, no damage, just drag. Okay, I'm helping my ally now to burst down the enemies. And you know, now this void suppression crystal expired, but when it's active, it will suppress, it will disable the Skarax's structure too. The third thing why Telbrus is good is because Well, Terminus also does a lot of damage. I was contemplating using Zeratul, but if Zeratul, if Maelstrom uh, could be uh, applied to heroic units, then I would probably be using Zeratul, but it's not the case. So Telbrus feedbacks the enemies with with energy-based abilities. There are three heroes with energy-based abilities. Those are Kerrigan, Nova, and Zagara. It's particularly useful against Zagara because Zagara has a slower energy regeneration and has three energy-based abilities. Only her those are Bailing Barrage, spawning Hunter Killers, and Frenzy. Only the Roach drop is not energy-based. Okay, so far we had just those uh, easier enemies. Okay, now I just want to check out my I have selected Harman. I don't think so. Let's see about this when I collect crystals. Okay, now blink. That blink is Void Templar blink is. So naturally I'm choosing Void Blink because it reduces his blink cooldown to half. So every 4 seconds they can use it. It's extremely powerful. Okay, this was actually an escort. Escort was a little bit far. I was wondering why they are not guarding these crystals, but they were farthest. So when I collected these crystals and after the lava, they came to attack. So this was not actually attack wave. Ally. I mean, what should I? Upgrades. Okay. He has heroic fortitude done. This. Okay. I have all artifacts now found. Choosing Avatar of Essence, of course, and this. Now they will split. Sometimes those waves, just one wave has heroes, but it's not a rule. As you can see, they're split. There's only Artie here, and that's actually good that Artie is alone because Artie is the nastiest, the hardest to kill. The hardest to kill because he has, as you can see, 2000 HP, 2000 shield, and he revives every minute. So first time he will revive, and if not killed for another minute, he will revive again. So when he revives, it should cut him down. You should kill him, and within 60 seconds. Okay, 6 seconds is pretty much time. Okay, so he has lightning dash, charging forward, unleashing a blast of energy that deals 100 damage to nearby enemies and stuns them for 2 seconds, and astral wind, healing Artanis and all nearby friendly units for 300 life and 200 shields if they're Protoss. Okay, so there goes Artie. Luckily now it's lava, so these other guys will wait here. They will return. Okay, they came here, but they will now return, giving me time to fight Artie. I was contemplating using this or saving both for the wave, but actually now I realized by now, as you can see, Void Templar is another awesome feature by Void Templar. Every 3 minutes they can revive fully. It takes 10 seconds for them to revive, and then Void stasis, and they're vulnerable where they are in it. They retreat to the Void, and now, okay. Void Suppression Crystals disables enemy structures, slows enemies at movement and attack speed by 70%, and heroic units who have that, so heroic units are slowed by 35%, but it's 35% is still significant. So now we have when you see those green things around enemies, that means that's Zeratul near. He, although you can see him because Zeratul is permanently cloaked, but he is here. So let's see. First, Zagara has pretty much the same abilities as your Zagara, and you play Zagara. So Bailing Barrage with cooldown of 10, spawn Hunter Killers with cooldown of 30, and they're all, as you can see, energy based abilities, and Frenzy with cooldown of 2 minutes, and the Roach Drop cooldown of 1 minute. So this is the only one that's not energy based. And Frenzy 25% attack speed, 25% movement speed, duration of 15 seconds, 4 Hunter Killers, last of 20 seconds, and bendings do 40 damage, 80 versus structures. Roach Drop also the drop on impact, and now then roaches continue to fight for half a minute. Okay, then we have Nova. Nova is one of the most annoying because he has nuke, so you have to be careful not to get nuked. This 600 damage, cooldown of 1 minute, so you have plenty of time to kill her before she has another nuke. But Snipe is actually pretty nasty because this 200 damage is energy based, and Nova regenerates energy pretty fast. So let's go. Okay, now so now as you can see, Zagara was just EMP'd, not EMP'd but feedbacked. That's good. Okay, Kerrigan died. My allies Kerrigan died. And I'm first fighting. No, okay, now I have detector, as you can see. Okay, let's pause. Zeratul is also nasty. Has 2000 HP and 2100 shields, even more than Antanis, but he doesn't revive. Has blink. Okay, blink doesn't do any damage, but just teleports. Because I'm free, so he can blink pretty often. Void armor grants nearby friendly units plus 100 shields for 10 seconds. That's that green stuff you could see. Shadow blade slashes an enemy unit for 500 damage. Okay, this is I don't know, cooldown of 5 seconds. I think. Wait, 6 seconds. Okay, 6 seconds. So it's pretty nasty. 500 damage, practically kills everything here. I mean, not everything, but my Void Templar. Void Templar are actually pretty tanky, but they don't have so much. They have 400 in total. But luckily, they can revive every 3 minutes. Okay. So that was it, and I have some minerals now, but I didn't start building cannons yet. Well, I think I built only 4 cannons. Okay, my ally kinda later he built all lurkers, which was kinda good for defending against enemies, but they're all heroes are detectors, so lurkers won't be, I mean, they would be destroyed pretty fast. Okay, now I'm pushing here. Okay, see that blink, dealing each Void Templar deals 50 damage to units in their path, which means if units get caught into multiple Templar's paths, each of them will deal 50 damage. So you kinda have 20 Void Templar will deal 1000 damage in one blink, and that's real power of them. And of course, okay, now we have Kerrigan, we have Nova again, we get Raynor. Kerrigan has Apocalypse, it's her nastiest ability, dealing 300 damage to enemy units and 700 damage to enemy structures in a large area, and takes 5 seconds to learn. Okay, it's already started, I think, or just 4 seconds. Okay, it's not a cooldown, it's 4 seconds. Okay, so It has a shift and leaping strike, just like okay, leaping strike deals only 150 damage, not 300 like your Kerrigan hero. By the way, where's my allies? Kerrigan. Where's my allies? Ah, here. Yeah, this leaping strike deals 300 and he has mastery, but not much mastery points because level 13. Yeah, okay. I don't know actually what other masteries my ally had, but it's not very important either at that level. So Kerrigan has the most HP, 5000 HP, but she also doesn't revive. And we have Nova again, and we had pretty much all of the heroes. 9 heroes. There are 3 Zerg heroes, 3 Protoss, and 3 Terran heroes. Okay, let's go now. I'm blinking to save myself of Apocalypse of Nuke. Unfortunately, I lost my Void Array, but Nova is already down. Okay, Kerrigan will be down soon. Raynor is down. Now Kerrigan goes down, and that was it. Okay, now Lava Surge have to retreat. Okay, I'm sending my Telbrus not to be wasted, and they did a decent job here. They killed a few enemy units. They killed one hybrid destroyer. Yeah, this one goes down. Okay, and I'm again going here. We had how many? I think no counter hero. I think I have 12. No. Okay.
Your efforts are futile.
So you can see which one has been recently retreated and can be again. I built a few shielders, I think 2 or 3 once survived, but I realized that it's actually a waste of gas. Rather use all the gas for my Void Templar. Okay, now ally comes to help. Okay, will he use? No, he won't. Okay, now Avatar has 2800 health, so he can pretty much tank a nuke. And okay, as you can see now, manned. Wait, units being slowed. That's not showed, but they are slowed by Avatar. Other non-heroic units are demoted. And of course, Avatar is even more important because of the buff it creates for my units. You can see immediately get evolution or level 1 with 25% increase in attack speed, as you can see. Okay, 25%. Yes. Okay. Yeah. In attack or and weapon speed minus 21. Yes, and 10% in damage received reduction. So 4 buffs can be applied every 15 seconds. The unit stay in the range of Avatar. Additional buff applies. So that's other good. You can see how fast Artie goes down. Well, it's his first life, but will go down the second time too. Okay, my allies Kerrigan survived. Very good. Okay. And now this attack, no heroes. I didn't have time to pick these two crystals, unfortunately, but I have this one. Okay, new heroes approaching. And I'm keeping my units under this thing because it's they recharge 2 additional shield points per second. Okay, this is also good because it also slows enemies. Okay, roach drop on top of my Telbrus. Okay, via nuke I think, or not. No. Okay, blink to get rid of enemies. Okay, so okay, this was a mistake. I lost detector, and now as you can see Zeratul is still here. He's cloaked, and I didn't even realize it by the time, I think. Now I'm trying to push here. Oh, now I got hit. Yeah, that widow mine with a lot of damage. Okay, now I realized I will be overwhelmed here. I also realized the Zeratul is still alive. I think I realized. I can't actually remember. Okay, where is Zeratul? Aha, chasing. Okay, let's see. 438, 4. Okay, it's brutal. Okay. I was kind of worried that Marla didn't select hard, but they're not, because now hard has the same game speed as brutal. But no, it was brutal. I mean, you can see it. The enemy attack waves are brutal, and the guards also. Because if you select hard and ally selects brutal, you can have attack waves will be half, and the guards will be, I think, like in brutal. Okay, now.
I return.
Here we have the Haka, 2 Karaxes, and that's it. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Spawn and Tychus. Okay, we also have there is Zeratul. Okay, 1 Zeratul, or I know 2 Zeratuls. I think, yeah, I think this was the time. Yeah, we have 2 Zeratuls. And this was the time I almost lost the game. Okay, Avatar is... I actually lost kinda a lot of my Void Templar here. And by the time I had Detector... Okay, I have 2 cannons, I don't think... Yeah, they are still on cooldown. Can't project them. So now I'm kinda desperately using this. Didn't help much, well, because I... Okay, now I have to stop them not to come from my base. Now I have a detector here. And now I can start fighting, but I don't have enough. Those few, the Void Templar plus my Zeratul, because you can see the difference. Okay, where is my Zeratul? Void Templar is dead. Yeah, enemy Zeratul has 2000, and my Zeratul deals a little bit more damage, but I think, yeah, he's already dead. Lot less HP, so I'm gonna lose all my dudes here. And there you go, they didn't destroy this, fortunately. Okay, actually, let's see. Yeah, they can't attack air. Okay, they can't attack air. That's fortunate. But now, as you can see, Telbrus Legion proved to be very useful actually here, because it took down 1 full health and 1 less health Zeratul, and they still, most of them survived. Okay, that saved my ass. Zeratul is also here. And now have to resume collecting. Okay, my ally is pushing here. I don't want to use artifact avatar because, as I said, I am saving it for the actual. Okay, Malice lurkers prove useful here, defending against enemies that don't include heroic units. They are grounded for fighting a raiding party. Okay, now this was not so fortunate. I didn't use a Mega Worm. A Mega would be very useful here, but can't blame him. He never played mutation before and he was just level. Okay, this time again, unfortunately, some of my Templar did get nuked, but all of my detection get nuked, I think. No. This was also kinda nasty fight, you know, because there are two arties, as you can see. Two arties, but somehow, well, one goes down. And now the other one goes down too. Okay. And okay, we have a ghost here. I think we got nuked here. My ally, I think, got nuked. Okay, I didn't resaturate, that was my bad. But we are kinda collecting. Okay, now, I can see how many we collected by now. Okay, now heroes will be coming from this side. I didn't go for Sal yet, but eventually I did the bonus. Yeah. Okay, so I was placing some lurkers here. Okay, if we will be fighting here, lurkers could be of some help for dealing damage from the back. Okay, so I'm going to. I think I was going. Yes. First Elvis. Okay, my ally actually took care of these guys. Oh, Flame Barrage. Okay, with Raynor, Kerrigan, Karak, Zagara, Artanis. Okay. But you can see the power of my White Templar now. I have 11, 12 White Templar, 13 now. Here's Zeratul. It's my Zeratul, yes. It is, okay. And they're dead. But now, new heroes arriving here. Fortunately. Okay, we'll be not having the guys, but those lurkers won't live long. Against those heroes, Tychus, Raynor, and Zagara, that's not too hard. And okay, but there's Zeratul. There's Zeratul too. I was wondering why there are so few heroes. There's Zeratul too, and okay, I'm now deploying my 4 cannons, which will help burst down Zeratul and detect it. And it's, you can see I don't have much minerals. I'm spending all on Telbrus and new White Templar, because, well, I'm losing quite a number. You can't expect this to keep your army intact. I never maxed because they didn't allow me to max. Okay, nukes. Ooh, I got nuked here. Oh yeah. Okay, I got nuked here. Yes. Let's see if any. Okay, but I was worried. I knew my ally cannot cope with the heroes, so I have to fight here. Unfortunately, okay. Actually, 2 cannons left alive. Okay, lurkers can't handle these guys. Now, I think this is the
I've stunned the enemy.
isn't the
Kill
last
them.
crystal.
Our allies are being attacked.
I don't know. Okay, now I asked my ally for the bonus, and okay, I decided he didn't reply, I think, so I decided to go for it. I just decided to go for it.
Hey, help your friends.
Okay, it wasn't the last, I think it's 19th, we have one more. Then again, I'm not using anything. Don't have to. But this was a mistake that I lost my void array to these turrets. Thousand self has 6,000, but no problem for Void Templar. Yeah, now there are heroes coming from that side, but I'm going first for the... Okay, this is why abrogators are a bad idea, because they will get surrounded and then they will die pretty quickly because enemies blink. We also have, of course, evasive maneuvers. Mutator, okay, I'm now watching where they will go. I have Void Array here, didn't get nuked, so going out now. Okay, this thing will be killed, I think. Yeah, was, but I have... Yeah, I think it's Zeratul here too. Is it? Yeah, Zeratul's here. But now I will draw Zeratul into my detection field. Okay, and I collected that crystal that fell, and it's GG. A pretty long game, 37 minutes, but a win is a win, especially because I had to do most of the things. I had to kill heroes, I had more kills overall, and I had also a more crystal carrying time. And Kerrigan, my ally, took his first mutation victory. He doesn't even know how lucky he is. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay.